Hello everyone, welcome to my review of Transformers, maybe Legacy, maybe Kingdom, but the Haslab Victory Leo and Holi and Fire, or Holi and Fire. I don't know what they're called, but welcome also to part 1 of 2 of Victory Saber. And we'll be taking a look at Victory Leo first, and the actual next review after this, so it might take a day or 2 or 3 at most for me to get to the next one, which will be and I'm splitting this review up into 2 parts. Well, I'm basically making it 2 parts, because otherwise you will be here for another 5 hours as I go through them all, because of the fact there is a lot of stuff here. And after this I'm gonna have to do Death Source, and he also comes with a lot of stuff. So I thought I would just split it up so I can do more detailed reviews of these guys, instead of trying to force myself to make an hour or so long video, kind of like Magmatron. And I'm not gonna pull that one off, if I'm being honest there, you know, no matter how I look at it. But let's put the Holi and Fire out of here. By the way, if I pronounced their names wrong, I apologize, but I've never seen Transformers Victory. But anyway, let's pull you in closer here so we can take a look at the detail here, at the nice little head that you have in here. If the camera kind of wants to focus on it. Doesn't really feel like it's focusing on it, but it might focus on it. But he got a nice little head here, covered up in the lion head. Then he's also got some nice detail here on the chest, some nice gold here on his chest, which I think are actually painted. By the way, this is also technically a used copy of Victory Saber. But it is a used copy of Victory Saber, so at least it was an open box copy of Victory Saber. I don't know how much the previous owner played with this thing, but this is actually really good. Like, it's not like super loose anywhere or anything. So there you go. And this is also a Haslab, which I feel like I must say, they are basically made with the intent of like how many people buy them instead. So unlike, you know, a mainline figure where it's like, okay, this one isn't good enough, throw it away, and we'll only keep the good ones. Here, they kind of have to also sell the bad ones because of how Haslab works. Thought I'd say that. Also, got a nice Autobot logo here on his crotch. Then this is what his legs look like as well. Nice black and red down here on his legs with some yellow. My favorite colors are black and red, so I'm a fan. And he's also got 2 giant guns on his back, for reasons unknown that you can... Well, we'll get to that in the articulation segment. Now, weapons. He technically doesn't come with weapons. It is Star Saber that comes with all of the weapons. So I'm not going to show off any weapons. This might also be a bit of a shorter review, as in like, you know, it's going to be like half an hour long, instead of like when I do Star Saber, which is going to be like 15 hours long. I don't know how long any of this is going to be, by the way. I'm just making a guess based on the fact of how much stuff I have here already. But this is a nice looking bot mode. So now let's take a look at the little guys by rotating the camera down. Instead of weapons, we got Micromasters, and I will be honest here, I kind of skipped the War for Cybertron trilogy, so I don't have any Micromasters. So these are technically my first experience with Micromasters, and these ones aren't really that good. I mean, they look good, kind of, you know, they look pretty decent. But it's just like the quality is just not there. But yeah, but here you go. This one turns into a fire truck. By the way, I will say that the ones who come with Death Source are far superior. But yeah, but we got some nice... I mean, we do have some nice paint on here. I don't know why they actually... Apparently, these are also the 2 worst Micromasters. So I don't know why they picked them. But we got some nice paint here. Now, I will go into articulation segment for these guys. But the arms can go all the way around. And his arms can go kind of out, but not really. Can basically go out about that far. You can't really get it under here, unlike what you can... Now, I'll grab him. This one is... what was your name again? I forgot your name. But anyway, this one at least can do this, you know, like... The arm actually can fit under here to do the arm articulation. How did that happen? How are you still standing? Look at that. By the way, those are all the size comparisons I got for today. But yeah, but anyway, his legs can go forward about that far. Not really that far at all. And they can go backwards. And they can also come off. This is what I mean when I say that these are not the best build quality. They will disintegrate at the seams. Okay. But they won't go back in. That is a weird one. They will untap with the greatest of ease. But going back in is just like... His head can rotate around. This one can't because... Well, I mean, it might. But I'm not going to go in there to grab it. So if it can... I'm sorry. But if it can't... Told you so. But his head can rotate. His arms can go... Technically all the way around, but because there's ball joint action going on in here, as you can potentially see in there. Yep, there you go. But the backpack is blocking that, so no backwards articulation. His arm can move out about that far until things start to kind of get in the way of things. His leg fell off because he's made out of, I don't know, garbage. This feels like it's actually like 3D printed. Disintegrates at the spot. He might also... He doesn't have a waist. But yeah, his legs can go forward about, well, all the way if you pull off the leg. Oh my god, if I do leg articulation, the leg keeps popping off. Let's see here. Okay, I'm going to show this on camera. So his leg can go nowhere, actually. Apparently his leg can't really go forward because that will pop it out of the ball joint. I missed the ball joint. There you go. But I guess his leg can go forward about that far. Let's hope it stays in. Of course it doesn't. No, it's still in. Cannot really go back because of his back panel. Has a little bit of in and out action. A bend at the knee that goes all the way because of transformation. And nothing at the feet. Alright, let me just put you back down because I don't like you. But yeah, but these are garbage. Oh my god, I feel like the Haslab budget should have been able to account for better Micromasters, if I'm being honest here. And why did they have to pick those two? Those two are garbage. They should have just made new molds. I'm just saying that right now. They should have made new molds. There's no reason. And if you want, we can do this right now. Just because we got them in shot. Size comparison, here they are with Deathsaurus's Micromasters. And I guess here is a Minicon as well. From Armada, the original run. And this is from Legacy United Armada, the new version, Jolt. If he wants to stand, which... There you go. So there you go. Micromasters with some Minicons. Because I don't actually have Micromasters, so I had to get a bit creative on this one. And I will not own Micromasters by the time I review Deathsaurus. I also won't have any Micromasters. Because if I'm being honest here, I don't have any interest in owning Micromasters. But yeah, so there you go. Now then, let's just put these things off to the side because we're done with them. Alright, we're done with them. They are nice looking, but the moment that you touch them, they disintegrate. Now let's look at your articulation. So your head can rotate all the way around. This is also for transformation purposes that it can rotate all the way around. So that's good. His arms can rotate all the way around. Oh, he doesn't really have up and down motion, but his head can untap to look up. So if you want to do that. But anyway, his arm can rotate technically all the way around. But you need to kind of start getting some stuff out of the way. But it doesn't really get out of the way because of it's a bit of a clunky mess up here. He looks great though, but it's a bit of a clunky mess. His arms can go in and out. He's got a swivel right here, a bend at the elbow that goes pretty far. And then his hands can actually rotate as well. A bit stiffer than I like. He has absolutely... Wait, nope, he has nothing at the waist, but that is because of the fact that this guy will become 2 for the price of 1, basically, when you combine him with that guy. Because basically this whole section, this whole like torso and legs assembly will become Victory Saber's legs. So there you go. Like basically like, you know, heels. Like bigger boots. You know those boots that have like, that start basically this far off the ground. Like it starts here. But it's like you got like this. And then like the foot is here. It's like basically that. Anyway, but his leg can go forward on nice ratchets. And can go backwards as well. They can also untap. They can also go out about that far until the gun on his side blocks it. He's got a swivel down here. He's got a bend at the knee that goes about that far. But anyway, the bend of the knee is, by the way, this far. And I would recommend you hold this because otherwise he will untap. So I would recommend you hold him here when you do the knee bend, because otherwise he will untap, sadly enough. But like his feet will go up, sadly enough, as well. And he does not have ankle tilt, which is also a bit of a shame. And then finally, we'll come to the backside. His wings can move in and out. They can fully extend if you want to. We can basically just do this. And then the guns can rotate, and if you want to, you can also untap them from the back here and have them be over-the-shoulder cannons. So I don't know if he does this in Victory, but if he does, he can do it. But if he doesn't do it, then, well, he can still do it, technically. But yeah, but this is a nice looking figure. So let's move straight into size comparison. So starting off, here he is with Star Saber, because I'm not going to unfold the rest of him. You'll get that in his review. But yeah, but here he is with Star Saber, looking all nice and, well, victory-like. So let's move him out the way so we can start getting in some Autobots. Now, I do not have any Autobots from this line, from like the Japanese continuity, so I had to pull out some extra ones. Well, actually, first of all, here he is with Death Swords. Why not? This is how he looks like with Death Swords. And then, I guess, you know, we're gonna go into the past, like G1 in a sense, kind of thing, where we got Ultra Magnus and Rodimus Prime. There you go. That's what he looks like with Rodimus Prime. So basically, post-movie. So there you go. But that's not all, because I got even more for you guys, because here he is next to the classical figures. Ironite, Sideswipe, and Jazz. Any Autobot review will get something like this as well. And he is much taller than them. So let's move them out of the way. But yeah, pull him in closer here and get ready for that transformation. And these little guys will also be transformed. So let's get that done. Alright, so for this transformation segment, what I'm going to start off with is the mini lads themselves. I think that is the best thing that I can do right now. Just focus on the mini lads, just to kind of get them out of my way. So what you want to do is you want to take with fire, I think. You want to take the heels and just rotate them out like so. Then what you want to do is you want to rotate this off, apparently. Why? Why do things always fall off? Oh! Alright, this is something that is going to be exclusive for the transformation segment of this video, because I didn't even know he could do this. But this thing can extend, pull off, and can be held by characters as a gun. That's pretty cool. I didn't know it could do that. What you want to do then is you want to take the arms and push them up. Like so, just push them up, and eventually there's a tab here on the side of the arm. This tab here that will tab into the arm, so you just want to take it and just push that in like so. Then for the final touch, what you want to do is you want to rotate the feet around like so, and then get these. Fine, we'll keep you off. It makes it easier to show anyway. But what you want to do is you want to basically line up the white pieces with that, and there we have him in his vehicle mode. Now then, what we'll do for the final touch, I guess, is this, and here we have the fire truck in his vehicle mode. So let's get the other guy into his vehicle mode. Tap the legs here together, rotate them around, rotate this around as well, like so. Push in the arms, push the arms, come on, push the arms in. There's like a tab that goes into 2 slots here. There you go. So you want to take it and push that in on both sides. Take this and rotate it all the way down. Take this little thingy here, which I don't know why it's here. But take that and push that in as well, because otherwise you can't really roll. And finally, do this right here. Like so. Tab it in on both sides and together. And there you go. We have 2 tiny vehicles. Alright, let's transform Victory Leo. So what you want to do, let's just fold up the feet like so. He doesn't really need them anyway. Then what you want to do is you want to come here, take this black piece here, and fold it down over his head if it wants to fold down. Come on, untap, will ya? Thank you. Fold it down over his feet. Then take the teeth here, or whatever they are. Fold them down like so. I think it's supposed to be like this. And there you go. Then what you want to do is you want to take the arms and rotate this around like so. Rotate it around like so. We're almost done already. And I know you can't believe it, but it is true. Because now all you need to do is the legs. So what you want to do is you want to open up these back panels here. Fold the legs up like so. And then put it back the way that it is supposed to go. And what I like to do is lift this up a little bit so that we can connect. Because this bottom tab... Oh, this is all... But the bottom tab goes to that slot. So what you want to do as you fold it in, you want to make sure that they connect and then push them in together. That is how I like to do this stuff. So basically you just want to line them up, make sure that they actually connect. And then push them in. That way you can guarantee that they will be done. They will be going together. Then you want to push these pieces together like so. Make sure everything's straightened out. Fold out these little leggies here. Fold out the legs like so. Make sure everything kind of like clicks into place. Make sure that that happens. And then you want to basically take these legs like so. And then just put it down like so. I thought that was tabbing in, but that was in order to get to Victory Leo. Or Victory Saber, sorry. And make sure to get the bad boy standing. Fold up the wings still. And then, if you do everything correctly, which I hope you did, here you have Victory Leo and the two little lads in their vehicle and beast mode. So here we got Victory Leo in his Leo mode and the little guys in their vehicle modes. So let's put him off to the side first for a little bit so that we can take a look at the little guys. No jazz why. So here we have Holi and Fire. That's the name. Holi and Fire. Man, I don't know anything about the show, so I don't know who you people are, okay? But man, do they look good in their... Well, he doesn't. Fire doesn't, but Holi does. Holi really does look good. And to be honest, this is the best mode because everything tabs together nicely. And unlike the robot mode, the legs don't like to fall off in this mode because it's kind of locked in. So I like it. Also, I don't really know what this is for. This is like a 5mm port. I don't have any hands nearby to hold this. But maybe this thing can be held as like a gun or something like that. I don't know. Don't really need to know. But he turns into a nice little police car. He's not Prowl though. He's Prowl's like defunct cousin. That nobody wants to talk about. Ah, don't worry. This guy just has some leg issues, that's all. He does make for a good little guy. Now this one I find a little bit weird. Because it feels like I have mistransformed this figure. Because like what you have to do is you have to lift the arm up and then tab it in. But it still feels like a little bit too gappy. As you can see up here. It feels like really gappy. So like I didn't do it right. And also this would be then Inferno's defunct cousin. But yeah. He just looks a bit weird. I don't like him. And I would say that Fire is the worst out of all of them. The best thing, by the way, about him is that he falls on the floor and did not fall apart. That is absolutely the best thing about him. But the best thing about him is that he comes with an extra gun. Victory Leo, who looks really good, actually. I like how he looks. I don't like how the front works because like he keeps falling over and he's got big visible hands. Because there's no way to cover that up. And these back legs are a bit too loose. On my copy they are a bit too loose, sadly enough. The legs are a bit too loose to hold everything up. So that is kind of an issue that I have with him. But outside of that, he looks really good. And reminds me of the Predacons, not the ones from Beast Wars. I'm fixing your guns. I like fix the guns here and he just starts to be like, no. But man, look at the front here. This is the face looking all nice and spiffy. Also, what I forgot to show off is actually you're supposed to, like, I think you're supposed to, like, fold these out. I don't know if you are, but you can fold them out and in. But man, does he look good. He really does. And he's got an opening mouth, and unlike Litesaturation, he actually has a painted tongue in there. Which you will see in the Litesaturation review, his Litesaturation doesn't have. So yeah. I mean, he does have a painted tongue, but that tongue is silver, not red. But yeah, he looks really nice. Now let's spin him around to the back. This is kind of where it's like, yeah, Yeah, I mean, it doesn't fully work, but it works enough, in my opinion, to make it work. I also kind of wish that these, like, side cannons could flip up, because the fact that they're pointing down, it's like, what is he gonna shoot? Like, the ground's gonna fly. I mean, he does have wings, though, but, like, it would be, like, one of those, like, hover things. Which, the wings, if you want to, you can spread them out for a flying lion mode. But to be honest, we can't be lying to ourselves. And then also he's got these big cannons here on his back, which he can use to shoot the Decepticons, right? Yeah, Decepticons. He can use to shoot Decepticons. Now then, let's then move straight into the articulation segment, because the weapons are mainly for Star Saber, so I can't really talk about the weapons. So, for starters, he has basically the same articulation. Now, his guns can rotate all the way around and can move up and down if you want to. His wings can go up and down and fold all the way out, and this can also move up and, well, this one can move down but not really up. His arms are of the same articulation as the arms before had, so they can go backwards about that far. They can go all the way forwards, like so. And they can also go in and out. There's a rotation, there's a bend here, and this can move as well, but it will pull out the hand, sadly enough. Then his back legs. Now these are new because these are not connected to him, to his robot mode legs. They are. Anyway, so for the back legs, they can technically do a rotation here if you unpeg this piece here. So you can do that, but his legs can basically move forward like that for transformation purposes and backwards about that far. They don't really have in and out motion. They don't have a swivel, and the feet can go down and up. And that's about it. That's about it for the articulation segments. Anyway, so let's move them off to the side, because here we got Boulder. Here we have Peepo. Then here we got Sparkplug. And here we have Jolt. Jolt. And here they all are together. How nice. The size comparison works. So let's move them off to the side. So let's move you off to the side. Victory Leo, so we can get to some size comparisons. So starting off, let's go with the animal thing. Here we got Death Source next to Victory Leo. Rodimus, not now. And we can just do this. But there you go. And also now you can see that he has a silver tongue. But anyway, that is what they look like together. Next up for size comparison, let me just get you standing again. Here he is next to his companion piece. Star Saber in his space jet space mode, whatever it's supposed to be. Then next up, here he is with, let me move these out of the way, Rodimus Prime in his vehicle mode. And here he is with Commander Ultra Magnus. And then finally, here he is with Ironhide, Sideswipe, and Jazz. And there you go. That's the vehicle. That's the Beast Mode size comparison. Maybe I should have grabbed some Beast Wars figures, but to be honest, I don't know. This is more like G1 than Beast Wars. And I don't have any Predacons, so I can't really grab them. So let's pull him in here closer so we can get into that beautiful reverse transformation. Kind of forgot to shoot this because let's be honest here, I don't really count it as a mode, but this thing actually has a third mode, so let's just get straight into third mode. So what you want to do is you want to take this and rotate it down. Take the foot here, there's a tab here that goes into a slot here in the foot, so you want to rotate it up and tab it in. Do the same thing on the other side. Come on, you can do it. There you go, beautiful. Then rotate this around so that it sits flush. Hold on, tab. There you go, like so. Then what you want to do is you want to come to these wings and just flip them out. Also, the reason that I forgot this is because of the fact that this is how you transform him to attach him to Star Saber. So I don't really count this as an actual mode. Anyway, what you want to do then is you got a tab here on the back of the arm that's going to slide into that slot right there. So you basically just want to take this, rotate it up, and yeah, slide it in. And then what you can do after that is you can rotate this foot up like so to get that effect. Do the same thing on the other side. So just rotate it up and tab it in like so. And What you can do then is rotate the foot up one click. And there you go. Now then, we are almost done. Because next up what you want to do is you want to take these guns and rotate them around. Untab the guns because it'll make it easier to fold this bad boy here out. This white piece here needs to fold around like so. Tap the guns back in, as you do. Then what you want to do is you want to just stay tapped in, please. But then what you want to do is you want to take the lion head and rotate it around like so. And then you want to take the big gun from Star Saber, rotate this up like so. By the way, I'm not really going to go into the detail about this gun. It's a nice gun. Look at that. It's a nice big gun. There you go. Big gun. Anyway, you got a... lift this up. You got a tab connection here. Right here and right here at the front. They're going to go on the top. Right here and right there of the gun. So basically what I like to do is I like to tap in the back side first and then come to the front and tap that bad boy in as well and then push on everything. I also like to lift up the handle and you can also rotate this up if you want to. Also, kind of forgot about this. Untap the gun, split the legs, and there are things in here. I was looking to see if I forgot anything else and I basically forgot to talk about this mode. So yeah, rotate this out. These pieces out. I think they actually form the tail of the lion mode, so that's... Come on. There you go. There you go. Tab them together. Come down here. Tab in the BFG. Like so. There you go. There he is in his jet mode. Alright, so what is this, huh? This is a container with wheels. Let's be honest here. This is not a jet mode. This is a container with wheels. What is this? Come on, dude. This is ridiculous. Are you kidding me? I mean, he does have the triple gun of death, but still, like, he barely even changes. You just fold up the legs and put his head up and at the top, and that's it. Because you can put the head down and be like, oh, hello. So yeah, I mean, this mode is basically here to attach to Star Saber, because if you remove this gun, this is what he will look like when you try to attach him to Star Saber, because there are ports like here on the sides of the legs that are going to slide in to Star Saber. So this is the mode that you use in order to attach to Star Saber. However, they also turned it into its own mode, but I don't really have much to say about this other than the fact that it looks ridiculous. But I kind of like it because it looks ridiculous. And there's no really new details that we can really talk about. He's just got big wings. And that's all he's got. So I guess this video did get the wings to be fully displayed out. There's nice detail on these wings though. Let's just say, just do that then. Some nice detail here on the wings. But anyway, let's get into that transformation back into robot mode so I can talk about the final thoughts of this thing. So now then, let's get this bad boy back into robot mode. So starting off, what you want to do is you want to come down here and fold out his little feeties, who actually have a rotation here. I just noticed that because I pulled them out. I forgot to show that off during the articulation segment. I apologize. I thought these feet couldn't do anything because they don't have ankle tilt, but they do have this. It is kind of pointless though, because, you know, I mean, you can make use of it actually. Yeah, you can make use of it. So yeah, anyway, split the legs. Come back here also. Yeah, come back here. Fold the guns up and then coil this bad boy out. Because now we can go and rotate this around, and then what you want to do is you want to take this tab here and put it in that slot there. So what I like to do, just like when we went into the beast mode, feed the tab in first and then push them together to push them in together. Do the same thing on the other side, so just pull it out, feed the tab in and push them in together. This way. I'm also going to rotate these things so that they don't really go back in. There you go. However, they kind of do ruin certain things. Anyway, what you want to do next up is you want to take the arms, untap them from the wings, rotate them around like so, so that the feet is hanging off the back of the arm. Do the same thing on the other side as you do. There you go. Now then, what you want to do next is you want to take the beast head and fold it back up and forward and tap it in. Then come over. You could barely see that, sadly enough. But anyway, then you can come in here, under here, and just, come on. Lift this piece here up. This black piece must go up. Then take these pieces here and fold them, these little fang thingies, fold them out to the side. Then you can rotate these guns around and just tab them into the back. Like so. Rotate the feet around again to get him standing. Fold up his wings. And here you have Victory Leo back into his robot mode. Alright, I'm gonna say it. Forgot about these little guys. Stand back. Anyway, so what you want to do, I actually put them on my bed when I was done with their size comparison. What you want to do is pull off their legs. No, we'll start off with this one. So what you want to do is you want to rotate his legs around and then split them. That was what I was going to say. What an annoying guy you are. Now what you want to do is you want to take his top here and rotate it around to the back. Untap the arms like so. And well, here we go. Here he is. Here we have Holi. Holi, right? You're Holi? Yes, Holi. Holi in his robot mode. Let's go for fire then, shall we? Don't fall apart, don't fall apart. What you want to do with these arms is rotate them down. Untap them and rotate them down. Then take this piece off because who cares about it? Then what you want to do with the legs is you want to undo these white pieces here. And then rotate these all the way around. And fold these white pieces back in order to create his heels. And here he is in his robot mode. And then you can just tap this back onto his... there it is. No, other way around. Onto his back. And here we have fire in his robot mode. There we go. Now we're done with the transformation. So let's get into them final thoughts. So, what do I think about, technically, part 1 of Victory Saber? Well... yeah, now here's is where we kind of come into the problems with these final thoughts, but with this one specifically. This is part of a set, and I'm not going to do any recommendations or anything. I'm just going to talk about if I like the figure or not. Now, these Micromasters that they come with, no. No. I hate them. I hate them with a passion. The best thing Fire does is give Leo Saber a gun. That's basically it. Outside of that, no. This thing is bad, okay? These Micromasters are bad. Victory Leo, however, he's a good figure. He's actually a really good figure, and I do like him a lot. I do not like the fact that he has some limitations, but to be honest, that's usually what you get with either a triple changer or a combiner. One mode is kind of there to be sacrificed for the others, and it really feels like this mode is... kind of sacrifice. Now they did their best with the articulation segment, but like no waist joint because he's got to split in half. So it's understandable, but I'm still a little bit like a little bumped about it. Just a wee bit bumped about it. But overall, I will say that he is a great figure. Alright, fine. I'm gonna say if I recommend him or not. Do I recommend him? If you can find him for like maybe Voyager or Leader class price point with these two little guys, yes. But the whole package, we gotta first look at the whole package. But I like this figure, and if you find him loose, basically just this figure, I think he's a fun little figure, but I don't know if I would recommend him without the rest of the gang. I don't know if he's worth that money. But that has been my review of Transformers Legacy or Kingdom, I don't know. Look, when I went to the site... I will say this again in Victory Saber's review. In Star Saber's review. When I went to decide to purchase this guy, he was in the Kingdom segment. But when I go to TF Wiki, he is in the Legacy segment. So I don't know which one you are a part of, to be honest. And I don't think the box really said anything either. So, Legacy or Kingdom, Haslab, Victory Leo, plus Holi and Fire. And I'll see you guys in the next review for part 2 of Victory Saber, where we take a look at Star Saber and finally Victory Saber. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on that bell and comment your thoughts on this figure. And please check out my Let's Play channel, linked in the description and at the end of the video. I upload 3 videos every day of different games, but mainly Pokemon. And I'll see you guys in the next review. Bye!